In other words, what we do on Earth changes the soil. And Tamayo also paints pollution. He paints like land where there's nothing fertile anymore, when everything has been eroded. I don't know of a more devastating image of what we could do to the Earth than a painting like this. Next, please. Next. Tamayo gives us a portrait of America that is completely different than I can only imagine the kind of mural if you were to give it to any other artist. They would present to you the history of America. They would show you the heroes and the villains. Tamayo captures the colors, the soil, and the myth. And with those elements, he creates a portrait that can work if you understand the symbols, but if you do not understand them, if I were not to say anything about them to you, if you were to look at this only as color, it would work as well. See, what matters is not what the paintings need. It doesn't matter. What matters is how, through color and form, Tamayo communicates with exit now, please. In the 70s, Tamayo's work becomes even flatter. Sometimes the figures and the background become almost the same. Here, like a portrait of a devil that is almost completely integrated to the background. So you cannot really say that the figures are abstract, but they almost are. And then as he evolves, the figures become simpler and simpler. He stops, for instance, painting mouths. Then he stops painting eyes and noses. And you feel these presences. By now, Tamayo sometimes spends weeks without talking. And you can feel this intense concentration. Tamayo is literally a recluse. He doesn't deal with the world in any way. He doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't do any politics. He doesn't do any articles. He doesn't sign any petitions. Olga takes care of everything. And he just works hours and hours and hours and hours every day with an admirable discipline. And you can see the discipline. You can see how Tamayo is considered the finest master of color of the 20th century. But in contrary to what you would expect, it's not that he uses a lot of colors. Sometimes he uses one color or two colors in a painting. Here, for example, is an exercise of grays and whites. This electrical power. But notice how everything, everything is deeply textured. He could spend days creating one area, finding exactly the tone that he was looking for. With absolute intensity and concentration. And then when the figures appear, for example, this is a man holding a dove. Notice by now there's no eyes, there's no mouth, there's no ears, just a figure with kind of a nose, if you could consider that a nose. And then there's a person that holds a dove. But notice the work, the simplicity, a little bit of pink here, you know, the black, and how everything is like absolutely pure. Like somebody that has been taking an idea and working it and working it and working it into which becomes the matter becomes intelligence. So in a way, through the most sensual way, Tamayo achieves the great spiritual dimension.